The New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane is back, transforming the Crescent City into a high-octane literary arena.
This is literally a Mardi Gras for the mind, where everybody, in a sense, can engage with their friends, with ideas, with some of the greatest intellectuals in the country.
Over 4 days, 100 of the nation's top authors took the stage. APB News was there for the festival's most anticipated event, a sit-down between political commentator Tim Miller and independent journalist Don Lemon, who arrived in New Orleans under the shadow of a federal investigation.
Let's pull up the pants. Do you have an ankle bracelet? Ankle monitor? No? All right. That's a free man right there.
Following a January arrest in L.A. linked to a Minnesota church protest, he's pleaded not guilty to federal conspiracy charges.
I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
Prosecutors call it mob action, but Lemon calls it journalism.
When I was released from the pokey, the process is the punishment. That's what they want to do. They want to embarrass you. They want to diminish your finances, diminish your ability to be able to make money, your credibility, your reputation, all of that. It's really maniacal.
As his legal team fights for his seized phone, the discussion at Tulane turned to the First Amendment and whether Lemon is a target or a participant.
They went after you for your First Amendment. You're exercising your First Amendment right. Alex Preddy and Renee Good are exercising their First Amendment right. Alex Preddy's exercising his Second Amendment right to carry that firearm.
This administration wants state-run media. I believe that they are not patriots. I believe that they don't believe in the Constitution. They don't believe in the Bill of Rights, because otherwise they would not be conducting themselves in the way that they are, and they would not be going after someone who you consider your political rival.
While he remains under travel restrictions, the conversation here shifted back to his work, including his #1 New York Times bestseller, I Once Was Lost.
The ever-popular Don Lemon is now signing books with his fans.
Thank you. It was great to meet you too.
Back on the main stage, the war in Iran, now in its 3rd week, dominated the conversation. Following President Trump's assessment aboard Air Force One that the school bombing was an Iranian missile strike,
based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Senator John Kennedy, author of How to Test Negative for Stupid, offered this reality check.
The department is doing an investigation, but we all know what it's going to show. We made a mistake.
Yeah.
Why
did President Trump just say, no, it wasn't our missile, it was them doing it?
I don't know. I have enough trouble running my own life. I can't dictate policy to the president, but I will tell you what I think. I'm very sorry it happened.
Kennedy's criticism went beyond the tactical, pointing to a broader geopolitical shift, where he argues the chaos in the Middle East is primarily serving the interests of the Kremlin.
The biggest winner so far in this war is Russia.
The president has removed some sanctions on Russia and oil.
Is that a right thing?
I wouldn't have done it. The only way to stop Putin and get him to the bargaining table is to cut off his cash flow. And the only way to cut off his cash flow is to stop him from selling his oil.
Amid the political crossfire, Governor Wes Moore brought a different energy to the Tulane stage. A combat veteran and author of the bestseller, The Other Wes Moore, he offered a blunt but grounded assessment of American leadership.
I led paratroopers in Afghanistan as a member of the 82nd Airborne Division. I would fight for this country tomorrow if I had the opportunity, and I will die knowing that this country is worth fighting for. I also know that when we are watching these decisions being made, that we don't even have clarity as to the why, what the objective is. There is the hope that military force was the last resort.
Speaking with APB's Mike Leventhal, Moore explained why, despite a divided Washington, he remains a defiant optimist.
This country's seen difficult times. And you know what this country has done? We've rebounded, we've worked together, we've relied on God's grace and moral leadership, and we've gotten to a better place.
While this Mardi Gras for the mind used literature to reflect on the past, it was the raw, unfiltered conversations of today that truly defined the weekend.